Hello, all you hardcores out there. How you doing? It's Russ from Porky's Corner, biggest gob in sport. Quick video before I go into office. Uh, Tyson Fury, Conor Ben, Derek Chisora, and Maxi Hughes. 4 different fighters there, different styles, different opinions. Tyson Fury is not fighting anybody, is he? In 2 years, he's fought White and Chisora. He's now got a 2-fight deal with Ngannou. Conor Ben, he's not fought in nearly 16 months. He's gone quiet. 2 dope tests failed. He's failed. Maxi Hughes, he's just been robbed at weekend. The comeback kid, been on a great run. Nobody's mentioning him today, are they? And Derek Chisora, Mr. Saudi promoter. Him and David A, they'll get where water goes, won't they? Well, they've had millions through their hands. That's the sport of boxing at the moment. Your Chisoras, and Mac, working his ticket. 40-year-old in a couple of weeks, in Chisora. 13 fights is going on an Eddie show. Joshua undercard next month. Max is getting robbed. Nobody cares about it. Conor Ben's all over news. Fury's over news. Chisora's all over news. Chisora 13 losses. Fury heavyweight champ telling us he's a goat, not fighting anybody. Ben's a drug cheat, saying he ain't a drug cheat, and Max is robbed and nobody's doing nothing about it. I'm banging drum for a mana because I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it one bit. I don't. Not one bit. I know what we're going to do. What we're going to do, we're going to start crying. We're going to start crying over spilt milk. Because that's what it is, isn't it? Spilt milk. Daniel Dubois and Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk. Do I think that's a great fight? No. Usyk's mandatory, isn't it? It's like Bricktop turning up for a gunfight with a spud gun. You know me, I used to have a spud gun when I was 6-year-old. It's just to put the spud gun, the metal thick gun into the spud and I fire it at people thinking I were Starsky and Hutch. That's what I thought I were. And that's what they're doing with Dubois. He's turning up with a spud gun for a gunfight with Usyk. Usyk's there with AK-47 machine gun, and he's there with his spud gun. And everybody's going to get paid, aren't they? So if he pulls that off, it'll be a bigger shock than Buster Douglas against Iron Mike Tyson. It'll be a bigger shock than that. That's how I look at it. I don't see the bar doing no. Why they've gone to Don Charles, I don't know. Don Charles had Derek Chisora fight Tyson Fury in second fight. He were getting bashed that much at end of fight. He never stopped it. The crowd were pleading with him to stop it. Nobody's mentioning it. Frank Warren jumped out of his ringside seat, went over to Daddy Don and said, "Stop this." That's a true story. And you saw what happened in third fight, didn't you? Where Don Charles and his team left him in, didn't they? Obviously, the decisions were done. Look, you've got a puncher's chance, haven't you, to win the heavyweight championship of the world. And they left him in there too long, hoping and praying he were going to pull a Takam shot out. And they were all going to get paid down the line. It don't work like that. More miles on clock, leaving him in them extra 2-3 rounds. He was left in 3 rounds too long, Chisora. Them extra 9 minutes, a long time. It's a long time. It takes one shot. One shot. So has Jamar got a puncher's chance? No, because you can't hit Usyk, can you? When have we seen Usyk nailed cleanly? It's very rare you see it and he don't go down. He's not experienced enough or seasoned enough. And we're going to keep getting Don Charles title shots. They've got Vladimir one, haven't they? No, Vitally with Derek. We're training with Vitally. But he fought Vitally, Derek. Didn't he? Don training for that. I thought he fought a good fight in that, but you could only give him 3 rounds, couldn't you? But people made a bit more of it because it were 3 rounds. So I see Derek Chisora. I see Derek Chisora fighting just a tick over fight, but I see Dubois under Don Charles and Big Mal, and I'm not saying that to be controversial. I just don't see them doing anything with Dubois against Usyk. Maybe if that fight was in 2 years when Dubois had got a little bit better and more seasoned, and Usyk were a little bit over ill, it'd be a bit better then, wouldn't it, for Dubois? But at this moment in time, it's the wrong time to take that fight for Daddy Don and Big Malk. You know why they call him Big Malk? Because he's always sat behind his big desk. And his ideas are big, aren't the Big Malk? But you've got to wish him well. But could you imagine if Don Charles and Big Malk, could you imagine if they'd knock Usyk out? Could you imagine that? Big Malk could be unbearable, wouldn't he? Would Big Malk be in Hall of Fame for that? Well, you'd have to say Don Charles would, wouldn't he? If they could do that, Don Charles would be on his way to Hall of Fame. But I don't see it happening. But what trainer worth the right salt's going to turn down the chance to train somebody for the heavyweight championship of the world, or at least 5 of the 6 belts? So full credit to Don Charles, but I think he's a limited trainer, very limited, and he leaves his guys in too long. If you don't believe me, go watch Chisora Fury 2, Chisora Fury 3, and Vitally against Chisora. Forget all that he went the distance with Vitally. That mean note to me. Getting knocked about. Go and watch the fight. So, right. Is Flex retiring? Flex, are you retiring? I just wondered if you were retiring, Flex, that's all. Or if you were just ticking over with a few training sessions at gym with a few bankers and accountants and waiting for Amazon to send you a shovel to go dig Kell Brook up for Conor Ben. Yeah. Anybody who tells Kell Brook that he's got another fight in him against a world ranked fighter, he's out of the mind. They're just doing it for financial gain. Kell Brook should retire as a multi-millionaire. It's probably boredom's his problem. He needs to find something to do, Kell Brook. Do some training in day in that, and just stay at home, watch a bit of telly and that, and chill out. You know what I mean? Go find something to do. But why would you sell your legacy to somebody like Conor Ben, who's a fresher fighter? You know, that's how I look at it. Kell Brook's not active to be throwing Conor Ben's name about. Conor Ben isn't active as well, though, is he? But you could say that Conor Ben's a younger man, isn't he? By many years. So we're going to see, aren't we? But I don't want to see Kell come back. I don't. He's made his money. Don't risk it. Don't risk it, Kell, with them eyes. What did I think? I know you were Fulton. Now I've seen it all in full. It's like I called it, innit? A big punching guy's never going to respect somebody that don't punch. We all saw what happened with Golovkin, didn't we? And Macklin and Murray, people like that. Once you realise that you've got no pop in your punches or you can't hurt them, just going to walk you down and make short work here. What do I think to Spence Crawford? I think it's a great fight. It's a throwback fight. And it's one that we'll look back on in years to come and say, what a great fight. They've done well to put that on. And I'd like to see Kell Brook commentate on it, actually, because he's been in with both. And he can give us his opinion on it. Joe Fournier, is he a gimmick? Yeah, Joe Fournier is a gimmick. Well, everybody knows he bought a ranking with WBA, bought a belt and all that. We're running around saying he's ranked 10 in world and that. Fraud. He's a fraud like his big mate David A. He's a fraud, isn't he? Ponsing living in Saudi. David A., go and get a job. Ease up on your spending. Jesus. So Do I see David A pulling pulling do I see David A pulling out the rabbit art in Saudi? You know, saying that the rabbit art. Do I see A doing that? No, I don't see him pulling anything out. So I don't know why he's trying to make out he's Mr. Promoter in Saudi. We all know what happened to Haymaker, don't we? So is David A going down the Misfits route now or exhibition route? I don't know. But do I see Carl Froch fighting in an exhibition in Saudi? No. I see Carl Froch just having a bit of a laugh with it all on TalkSport. I don't think he's taking it seriously. Why would a man that, I don't know, got a property portfolio like him, in no debt, why would he want to be risking his health when he got out of the game? When there were millions on table. Carl Froch left millions on table when he retired. He retired boxing. Boxing didn't retire him. You see, fighters, when they come back, they make the mistake of coming back for one thing: money. Money. You get the money while you're in the game, don't you? You take the big fights while you're in the game. Work your way up the rankings, do it the hard way. And that's how you make your money if you're good enough. You make it. If you didn't make any money in boxing, you weren't good enough. So I look at it. So will Carl Froch fight in an exhibition in Saudi? I say no. But, you know, Carl's a practical joker, isn't he? But I dare say if somebody come around with millions and millions and change his mind, but I don't think he's going to risk his legacy to go on somebody's undercard for a bit of dough, is he? So, okay. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Oh, I'm off down to Lindholm now. Paper shop at Lindholm. Sorry, right. Papers are. He's in Lindholm now. It's better than Morelands, isn't it? Keep bouncing him about from one jail to other every time he's in trouble. Only next door, isn't it, Lindholm and Morelands? So, all right. That's about it. Flexy. What's happening with Kid Galahad, Flex? Hey, what's happening with Kid Galahad? I don't know. The Flexinator. The Flexinator. All right. Everybody have a great weekend. Peace out.